So here we are, back in sunny Grimsby. Regular viewers will know I've been brewing beer and got plans to brew a professionally produced beer with the brewery, Knox Beers. So myself and Mike have come up here to go make the pilot batch.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
There's two brews going on today here at Knox. So what's over there? Mike's over there doing our collaboration beer, the pilot batch. But over here, Lewis, you might remember from our previous video, is making a version of their overtime lager. I don't know if I said a version. There's only one version. A batch of their overtime lager in the big kit. So he's cracking on with that. Exciting, a lot going on.
It sound right, boy.
So I've just mixed together a grist for the brew. So it's a mix of all our malts. The bulk of it's our barley malt, which is pale ale malt, and we've got some wheat malt and oat malt in there. They add a bit of body to the brew, and dextrin malt, which again has a bit more body. It's just a bit more high dextrin sort of flavour. And then we've got some crystal malt, which is a very lightly roasted malt. Just got a bit of biscuitiness and a bit of sort of malty flavour to it.
So exciting times here, it's mashing in time, pure drama. Mike is ready to add the grains. He's over there. So we're aiming for our as yet untitled pale ale to have quite a sort of tropical feel. So we're adding a bit of like grated orange rind into it. We haven't got any oranges, so to be a bit more useful, I'm going to go to the shop and get some.
We've got the mash all put to bed now, so we're going to let that steep for an hour and a bit, where the enzymes in barley are going to turn the starches into sugars, which we're going to use to make beer later on. So we'll leave that to do its thing.
Right, getting stuck in. It's really satisfying.
It sound right, boy.
Shaz, thank you for having us here.
No problem, mate.
I've heard the beer's exciting, but you've just told us about some kind of legendary new
Priority of the day is what we're going to do for lunch. So a bit of a northern trend that's just emerged and has come to Grimsby, a local chip shop, is a deep fried chip butty with, I'm told it's got gravy in the middle, so it works like a pasty.
So is it all like battered?
Yeah, it's battered, yeah, deep fried. So
everything-
chip bun with gravy, then deep fried. So we're going to go get some for lunch.
Okay, so here we are with the Grimsby delicacy, the deep fried chip butty. Stuck in. Yeah. Surprisingly good. You have quite a big mouth to get round it. I struggled a bit there, but a little gravy in there. Yeah, would recommend.
Oh, it's so good.
This is a refractometer, so it just measures sugar in a liquid.
Do you see Admiral Robbie? I see a ship. So I normally, when I'm working out my gravity, I use a little hydrometer thing, but it's like a fancier bit of kit. Refractometer. It's got a little scale to let you know how much sugar there is in the wort. So probably about 3/4 of the way through our brew day, what I've found interesting is that it's not that dissimilar. Even look at things on the big kit, those things over there. It's all the same principles. You're just putting grains and water into some hot water, just in different size containers, which makes sense. Obvious, I guess, but yeah, interesting. Really enjoying today. Am I just sealing up our beer? We all done?
Well done. Just let the yeast do its thing now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when's the next? When do you dry hop it?
So we'll dry up it about 2/3 the way through its fermentation. So it's been 3-4 days probably.
Nice.
And then a few days after that we'll be putting it on chill, and then a few days after that getting it into bottle.
Have you enjoyed today, Mike?
Oh, I've had an absolute ball today. It's been so fun. It's been so educational. It's just, I feel like a little kid. What surprised me most is just how much science and how much complexity and how much, exactness is required. You can get one tiny little thing wrong, right? And it's a disaster. It's not just, before looking at this, I thought, right, it's just a can of beer, right? It's not just a can of beer. It's like science and magic all combined, and it really is just amazing to see.
With the brewing complete, we left it to ferment in a big bucket, and a week or so later, the beer was in the bottle. Normally, you'd leave a beer to condition in the bottle for a couple of weeks. We only had a few days to finalise the recipe, so jump to the Zoom tasting call.
How are we?
Yeah, very well. Very excited. Well, I say very well. I had my COVID vaccine yesterday, and I felt absolutely rank all morning. But
oh, really?
I'm hopefully, I'm feeling a little bit bad this afternoon, so hopefully I'm on the way out.
Ideal for us. At least your taste buds are shot, so we can say what we
I was
like.
about to say that. Yeah.
We did it. Are we going in?
Go for it. It's very dark.
So over the next couple of weeks, really, it would obviously be more effervescence there, so there'll be a lot more fizz, and that brings out a lot more things like hops. They come to the fore more in the sort of head of a beer. So yeah, it would form a head after it's been conditioned, or if we're counting it, then it'll be carbonated artificially. So yeah, the conditioning just brings out the whatever after. Just some of the sort of the main flavors will come to the fore a bit more.
I think as far as a pilot goes, because we do see quite a big jump, guys, between a pilot kit and actually a big brew kit. Obviously, controls on a pilot kit are quite limited. Wild West, and versus when we scale it up and we get a much more perfected brew. I think it'd definitely benefit from some nice spritzy carbonation on there. The whole thing had come to life a lot more, wouldn't it? If it was when it was more carbonated.
Yeah.
What do you guys think to the colour of this? Is it darker than you'd expected, or aiming for, or is it about?
I like that it's orange, and it's an orangey beer.
Yeah, I think it's an appealing colour. Doesn't look too dark.
I actually quite like the colour, yeah. Especially given that it's got a very pronounced orange flavour. It almost sort of works with it. If that makes sense?
Yeah. The eyes say orange. And
it reinforces, exactly, yeah.
Say orange, yeah.
I really like it. I'm actually not getting as much orange, I don't think, through as everyone else. But it makes me slightly worried that I've actually got COVID now if I'm not tasting it. But no, I think it's really, really nice. And I think if there's more hoppiness going to come out of it in the next week or two, I think it's going to be really, really nice. And I really like the thing. I think it gives it a real USP.
So are we signing this
I'm
off?
happy. Yeah.
It up.
Absolutely.
Thumbs up.
Nice one, guys.
So that was everything decided. That was the recipe. We made a little tweak actually to the amount of oranges we were going to zest in there on the advice of Mike the brewer. But apart from that, everyone was happy with it. I've had some since then, since my taste buds came back, and it has got a lovely orange zesty flavour to it. I can confirm, I can now smell and stuff like that. So that's wonderful, wonderful news. This is what it looks like. You saw it earlier, but there we are. That's the bottle. It hasn't got a title yet. It's called Pilot Brew #1 Untitled Pale Ale. It's 5.2%, and it is the debut Binde Brewing Company collaboration beer with Knox. There's only just about 100 bottles of the Pilot batch in existence in the world, and we're going to be giving away 10 of them to lucky viewers of this channel. You've got to be 18, terms and conditions apply, they're down in the description now, you can go and have a look. But essentially you need to head over, if you want to enter, head over to Binde Brewing Company and sign up for the mailing list, and you will get details there. And then 10 lucky winners will receive a bottle each of this beer. Signing up for the mailing list is also how you can get priority access to these, because when they come out for proper sale, because we're going to be only doing one batch of them, so I've done a little chat with Knox, and they've agreed that we can, for like 48 hours, viewers of this channel can get access before the wider public, so people don't miss out on getting hold of some. So yeah, sign up the mailing list, bindebrewing.com, says it down there. Thanks for watching, and there'll be more beer related stuff coming up soon. Cheers.